Okay, so Heather, you were saying that
the attitude of gratitude.
How you have obtained some gratitude is by...
So a way to find gratitude is to step outside your box and visit places that you maybe normally wouldn't, see how other people live outside of what you're used to, and realize how privileged you are, and how many things you have to be grateful for.
So what about the person who doesn't have the opportunity or doesn't go out of his or her way to go to other places? Is there something...
Doesn't have the opportunity or doesn't have the energy to do it?
Either or.
Who won't do it?
Maybe selfish.
I feel really bad for that person because we have to have gratitude. We have to be able to have empathy, sympathy, go out and touch another human being's life. And I say this maybe even in a selfish way. I do it as much for myself as I would do it for someone else.
And I have one. I have the non-toothache story way to be grateful. Like, you never appreciate a non-toothache until you've had a toothache. And wow, non-toothaches are really nice. So just even noticing pains and trials that you've gone through, and then realizing when you're not having those and that it's pain-free or like things are going smoothly, and really appreciating kind of the ups and downs of life and how things kind of smooth out.
Because we tend to focus so much on the negative as well. And
on the
like
toothache.
Step out and wow, this is what I'm really grateful for, what I have out there to be created for me.
So I'm hearing about a level of awareness that probably a lot of people don't think about. So get to how people can go there. Are there?
I think it can just be really simple. And one way that I expressed gratitude today was simply just texting my husband that I loved him and that I appreciated him, and that we had a wonderful weekend, and that was good for him and I. And that's just a simple step to take.
Is there something that prompted that?
A great weekend, a really good time, and just me wanting him to know how much I appreciate him. That's it.
But I mean, thinking as far as skills go, it is an active thing that you have to do to think to give gratitude. So for a lot of us, it doesn't come naturally, so we have to purposefully create that gratitude in our lives and think of how things could be different and kind of do comparisons in a way to be grateful for what we do have.
And I would say, like, that was me being very unaware for a while, not doing that with him, that I'm really making a conscious effort to do more of that. And I found that it actually makes me feel better, knowing that it makes him feel better, and we all feel better, and it's a really good process. So I wasn't always aware to do that.
So I have this, I like visual cues, so I have a couple visual cues in my life, and one is by my home office, and they're just two penguins, and it basically talks about to be kind, and to me kindness and gratefulness go together, and so it just reminds me that sometimes I am not always kind and not always grateful, so just looking at these two little penguins to go, okay, yes, kind, be kind, yeah, and that's helpful to me. So sometimes using visual cues, if you don't automatically think about it in your daily life, so pictures, things that you feel grateful for, and then you might text them.
I had a situation just actually occur on Friday morning, and I was at a place, and someone nearby me was smoking, and it really caught me off guard because normally, like, I realized I'm not around a lot of smokers, and I instantly was so just overwhelmed with gratitude that what a healthy support system I personally have, and what a healthy even here rarely does anyone smoke, you know what I mean? And it's a simple act, but it goes a long way. So I completely relate to what everyone said.
And when sirens go off, like it did multiple times on Saturday across the street from our diverse neighbors across the street, just to realize, you know, something's happening that probably is not good. And to then be thankful for, you know, how safe we feel right across the street in the same neighborhood, and then also then connecting with them a little bit more and finding out truly, you know, what does happen, and just taking the risk to connect with others sometimes too, that you never know. You know, there's that saying about you never know until you walk a mile in someone's shoes, you know. And then gratitude comes a lot more easy than judgment. At first, judgment is just really easy. Oh, what is happening again at those neighbors? And then it's like, oh, that's happening at those neighbors. So,
And I like to think of anniversaries too. Sometimes we think about how we have an anniversary of remembering something that was difficult, but also an anniversary of remembering something positive. That was for me this weekend, was celebrating good health and getting through something for so many years, but to set aside that time and day to go, we're going to just be grateful for this, and we're going to acknowledge it.
So those negative things in life, they can lead to gratitude. But it's just the perspective. You have to find a perspective. Is that what we're all talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kim?
volunteering early.
Yeah,
Earlier.
yeah. I mean, I think giving in any sense, and I think that's a lot of like what we've pointed out, whether it's a text message or giving of time, giving of, you know, financial resources, whatever that might be. I think that's, just as Mia said, kind being part of being grateful. I think also just the giving like helps you to